Good evening. We are going to start the meeting June 6th, 2023. Roll call, Ms. Burns, please.
Mrs. Hallenbeck?
Present.
Mr. Cirillo?
Here.
Mr. Allen?
Present.
Mrs. Bowman is absent with prior notice. Mr. Kubitz?
Here.
Mrs. Lafferty?
Here.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Here.
Mr. Sporny?
Here.
And Mr. Sullivan?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Will everybody please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? The board met in executive session this evening prior to this meeting to discuss matters of employment, issues related to labor relations, the purchase or lease of real property, matters related to litigation, and matters related to school safety and security. Are there any announcements, Mrs. Burns?
No announcements.
Superintendent's report. Mr. Bowman, please.
Thank you, Ms. Hallenbach. Just a few things. We just wrapped up our fun-filled field days at our schools. The district's 3 middle schools held their field days on the 26th. Our 6 elementary schools held theirs last week on June 2nd. Big shout out to all the volunteers. It takes a lot of volunteers to put these on, helped out with games, waters, and snack distribution. So thank you for that. Our annual military commitment ceremony was held in the hub at Neshaminy High School on Thursday, May 25th. We had 7 seniors planning to serve our country as members of the Army, the Marines, and the Coast Guard. Gregory Roberts will enter the Army, Nicholas Brandt, the Coast Guard, Anthony Zambelli, the Coast Guard, Jose Malazio, the Marines, Daniel Rainville, the Marines, Elizaire Torres, the Marines, and Nick Buckies will attend West Point, where he will serve in the United States Army. Featured guest for our ceremony was none other than our school resource officer, Missy Robeson, a U.S. Army veteran. It's always a great event if anybody's available to come. I know Mr. Allen was able to make it this year. 4 of our Neshaminy High School students reached the highest level a high school musician can achieve by earning a place in the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association All-State Festivals. Congratulations to Sammy Matthias and choir, Kate Ewing choir, Laura Lee Meand concert band, and Alyssa Loudon also in concert band. And then on May 26th, there were 2 concerts at Neshaminy High School. First was the final spring concert featuring the select choir and the wind ensembles. Then, led by the drum line, the musicians and the audience made their way down to Gym 1 for a surprise concert by over 120 Neshaminy High School band alumni, some who came from as far away as Texas to honor Mike Lipton, who is retiring after 35 years at Neshaminy High School. They performed the alma mater and 2 other selections between different tributes and speeches, and this was Mr. Lipton's final concert before retirement. He also led the marching band in the Pendel Memorial Day Parade the next day. Congratulations, Mr. Lipton. Been a tremendous 35 years. We appreciate everything you've done for our school and our community. He's just a tremendous asset to the district and will be impossible to replace. So congratulations and good luck in retirement. And then lastly, on the 14th at 6:30, we will hold graduation in Harry E. Frank Stadium on our new turf field. Look forward to seeing everybody there. Thank you, Ms. Hallenbach.
Thank you, Mr. Bowman. I would like to make a master motion for 2.01 support staff retirements, resignations, end of assignments. I'd like to make special note.
Tina, just point of order, just public comment.
Yeah. Would anybody like to speak to, is anybody signed up for
There were
public
no
comment? I apologize. I already crossed it off my list. That's why I went right through it. Okay. I'd like to make a master motion for 2.01 support staff retirements, resignations, end of assignments. I'd like to make special note to Faye Hatch, 23 years, Albert Hiller, 35 years, Anthony Kunick, apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, 27 years, and Ellen Ruffing, 27 years. 2.02 administrative appointments, 2.03 certificated appointments, 2.04 support appointments, 2.05 certificated ancillary appointments, and 2.06 support ancillary appointments. There is a motion on the floor. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Second by Mr. Sullivan. Any questions, comments, or concerns? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Vote passes 8-0.
So I just want to say congratulations to Don Cryer. Don's with us tonight. Don is a current employee in the Neshaminy School District that will be moving into a larger, more expanded role. Congratulations, and we are excited to have you in that role. Also with us tonight is Melissa Bush. Melissa is a new special education supervisor, and we look forward to her starting as well. So congratulations to the two of you.
Thank you. Thank you and welcome. 2.07, Mr. Allen, please.
Thank you, Ms. Hollenbeck. 2.07, I would like to revised salary for the facilities supervisor. I'd like to make this motion resolved that the Neshaminy Board of School Directors approves the salary revision for the facility supervisor under the Act 93 agreement for the Neshaminy Administrative Support Association, the NASA, to $85,000.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. There's been a motion on the floor. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Second by Mr. Cerullo. Any questions, comments, or concerns? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Vote passes 8-0. The items for approval at the public board meeting: 3.01 routine business matters, 3.02 stop loss insurance for 2023-2024, 3.03 year-end budget transfers, 3.04 budgetary adjustments for federal and other programs, 3.05 the 2023-2024 final operating budget, 3.06 student activity accounts, 3.07 contracted services for 2023-2024, 3.08 Sunday facility usage, 3.09 homebound instruction, 3.10 student settlement agreements, 3.11 out-of-district placements, 3.12 overnight trips, 3.13 BCIU Safe to Say Master Services Agreements for 2023-2024, 3.14 place card for the MOUs for Middletown and Lower Southampton Townships PD, 3.15 place card for the MOUs Middletown, Lower Southampton SROs, 3.16 BCIU Special Education Contracted Services for 2023-2024. Committee reports. Business operations, we had our last meeting, June 1st, thank you, I was gonna say last week, where we finalized the budget and we went over a couple other things. I mean, the most important thing obviously is the budget that we will be approving on June 27th, and we will come back in September. Mrs. Bowman is not here for the Education Development Report. Does anybody from that committee have any comments on it?
We had our last meeting. We just had our last meeting, I think it was last month, so there's really nothing else at this time. So we'll be back in September, and there we go.
Okay, thank you. Facilities and Planning, Mr. Sullivan?
We have our next meeting tomorrow night. Some of the topics we'll be discussing will be naming of the new elementary school here, another update on the stadium project, which seems to be moving forward and will be good for graduation, and we'll be getting proposals for some possible development of the Heckman site.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. Policy, Mr. Cerullo?
The next policy meeting will be held in the next school year, probably sometime in September. Once that date is established, we will get that out to the public.
IU Board?
The Bucks County Intermediate Unit, as I've mentioned before, does run a Fab Lab located in Ivy Land. They do have a summer camp. So the Fab Lab summer camp kicks off in less than 2 weeks. If you're looking for something for the kids to do this summer, the Fab Lab offers full-time 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Before and after care options, half-day and 3-day week options. In June specifically, they're going to feature a STEAM camp sampler and our first Minecraft-focused week of the summer. Space is limited and filling fast, so sign up today. You can find out about the Fab Lab summer camp at the Bucks County IU website. Thank you.
Thank you. The Neshaminy Education Foundation, is there any update on that?
The Neshaminy Education Foundation awarded 5 $1,000 college scholarships to graduating Neshaminy High School seniors this year. Congratulations to Susan Getz, Avalon Pileggi, Rachel Stillwell, Nisa Salicki, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and Julia Daly. The NEF Alumni Committee is seeking nominations for the 2023 Neshaminy Alumni Achievement Awards to be held in the fall. Nominations will be accepted until June 10th and can be submitted online at www.neshaminy.org/NEF. The next meeting of the NEF Board will be held here at Maple Point on Monday, June 12th at 4 p.m. Members of the Neshaminy community are invited to attend and participate.
Thank you, Mr. Kovitz. PSBA Liaison, any updates, Ms. Laffer?
Yes, PSBA Government Affairs experts will be providing updates about what is happening with our Pennsylvania General Assembly. The update should include information on the 2023-2024 Pennsylvania budget negotiations. New key initiatives will be including school infrastructure issues, teacher shortages, student mental health and safety, and charter school funding reform. And then there is a school solicitors symposium, if you're interested, Mr. Torrente. You can register for that event for July 13th and 14th in State College for brainstorming opportunities.
I've already received notification.
Excellent. That's it.
Thank you. Technical School, Mr. Allen?
Ms. Hollaback, I was unable to attend that meeting, so I will defer that report to Mr. Kovitz, please.
Okay, so the Tech Board met Monday, May 22nd. The big items that we discussed were first of all, that graduation is June 13th. That's taking place at the Cure Arena. They've had it there for several years. Why stop a good thing? So that's happening then. Next month at our meeting, we're going to be reviewing the policy for homeschool kids. That's a thing that's going around all the districts, and of course, that affects the 6 that participate on the tech school board. So we'll have hopefully an update about that moving forward at that time. The next meeting is, there was one other thing I want to talk about. 2 of our students here at Neshaminy were recognized. We had, for April, Student of the Month, 11th grader Emily Rilling, and then Skills for Life, Grace Hughes. So congratulations to those students. Thank you for working so hard and representing our district at the tech school. The next meeting is going to be held acharacteristically on Tuesday. That's going to be June 20th. So kind of glad we moved our meeting. So there we go.
Thank you, Mr. Kovitz. Public comment. Would anybody like to come up for the second portion of public comment? Future topics. Does anybody have any future topics they'd like to discuss? Okay, board comment. Mr. Bowman, do you have anything to add?
I do not, Ms. Alma.
Just wanted to congratulate and say farewell to Mr. Lipton. One of my sons was participated in the band and certainly had a lot of good things to say about Mr. Lipton. So thank you for being with us for as long as you were and for serving and really making the music program or being such an integral part of that music program that is there. It's one of a kind, one of a kind. So thank you.
Yes, I have a couple things. I wanted to just comment on the commitment ceremony, what a fantastic experience that was. I was warned about how moving the choir singing would be. It was. And I just want to point out what a I don't know how to put, yeah, like the commitment that these young folks are putting towards, kids graduate, they go to college, maybe they don't like the college they're in, maybe they drop out, go somewhere else, but a commitment to enter the armed forces, and you sign on the dotted line, that's quite the commitment for someone that age. And I just want to thank them for representing the community and for their future service to the nation. And thank you for inviting me to that, by the way. I also want to thank the marching band for a wonderful performance. As a member, I live in Levittown, but I grew up in Pendle, so every year I make the effort to go see the Pendle-Unionville Parade, or my friend who runs it yells at me. So it was fantastic because I know they switch off every other year. Some years it's Langhorne, the other years it's Pendle. And of course, the years of COVID, we were not able to have the parade. So it's a fantastic feeling to see a parade, Memorial Day, to remember those that have died in service of our country. And it's also as a community event, harkens back to simpler times, I think, brings the community together. And it's great to see our high school band marching in it. It really was. And congratulations to all the seniors and their families who are almost out of here. Thank you so much for the time. And I said, really, the families that are behind them don't always get the recognition. For each student, there's a family that kept pushing them to get them through the finish line. So thank you, and that's all I have tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. I would also like to echo, I'd like to say congratulations to everybody that's moving up, 8th graders that are moving into the high school, 4th graders that are moving into the middle school. It is truly an amazing experience, and I hope you enjoy every moment of it. I would also like to congratulate a little early the seniors who will be graduating in our own stadium. Pumped about that. Next Wednesday. So congratulations, and I hope you move on to greater things. With that, I'd like to make an adjournment to end the meeting. Second by Mr. Kovitz. Everybody have a great night. Thank you.